5:30. I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Item number 2, discuss possibly approve the minutes of the March 9th, 2021 regular meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Petitions from the audience. Not knowing of any. Item number 4, mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. You have the sales tax report in your packet. I've done my normal averages that I do each month, and I'll be happy to share those with you if I find them in my stack here. Here we are.
It does appear we are up from last year.
We are. The sales tax receipts seem to continue to be strong. When I take the sales tax and use tax and tobacco tax and I annualize all of those numbers, I come out with $10,482,700 is what I come with. That's a little bit up from the projected totals from last month. Last month was a little bit up from the projected totals from the previous month. And it appears that those tax numbers are certainly working in our favor. I also, do you have any questions about sales tax, use tax, tobacco tax?
Tobacco tax is down, but that's a good thing in a way.
It is.
Get the use tax back up and we'll take care of that.
I had printed for you our combined cash investment report, which are these numerous pages, 70 pages. If I could direct you to page 58, which is the E911 cash fund. We have known for some time that we may not be able to sustain that with revenues, and we discovered that this month. If you look at page 58, you'll see that there's a whopping $6.37 fund equity. If you look at page 59, you will see the revenue that has come in. If you look on page 60, you'll see that revenue to date is under expenditures to date $8,959.26. We budgeted $15,000 normally for that, but we're not taking in revenues to sustain that. So what we are doing, because we cannot be overdrawn at the bank, what we have done this month is we have supplemented from the general fund so that we are going to be able to operate in the black, and we'll continue to do that for the remainder of the fiscal year. But then budgeting for the following year, we'll figure out something different to do.
This is all taxes taken off of landlines, correct?
Fees, I'm not sure what all those revenues are from. I think that is correct.
And there's fewer and fewer
we have expenses through the telephone company that we pay. So the revenues are not enough to sustain what the expenses are. And as we talk with police department, they would like to maintain viability over the 911 system.
It's a great idea. Some places are actually taking part of this, I don't know if there's a fee or whatever you want to call it, on cell phones, so that they're making up the difference as people get off of landlines in their homes. They may not have a landline, just have regular cell phones. A lot of the cities are going to some sort of, I don't know if you call it a taxation, whatever you want to call it, on the cell phones to keep that 911 system going. Have we thought about possibly looking at that?
we'll be looking at all those options.
Okay.
We'll be looking at all those options for our next budget year. But I wanted to inform budget personnel about that account,
Mhm.
and just advise you about what's happening there, and what we'll need to make a change for our next budget year. But for the remainder of this budget year, we will need to sustain off of general fund.
Yeah.
So that's not a lot of money, but it is some, and y'all need to know that. Y'all have any other questions for me?
I do not, thank you. All right, item number 5, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding purchase of new surveillance cameras for the Pryor Creek Police Department. Declare no action per police department. This item was tabled at the March 9th, 2021 budget and personnel meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
We can just pass it, we're still working on it, we're not prepared to raise it for yet, hopefully we'll have it next month.
Okay, so you want a
Just
motion
no
to
action?
table?
No action.
I'll make, or make a motion to table?
There'd be a no action?
Okay, or just no action, okay.
Yeah, normally we do no action.
Item number 6, discussion and possible action regarding removing from the table item number 7.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
All right, any discussion?
BK?
Wait.
Well,
why are
we gotta take it
removing?
off the table first.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, yeah. No discussion, my bad, sorry.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, item number 7, discuss and possibly authorize fire chief to seek bids for extended parking lot on north end of existing fire building, 65 by 65, 6 inches deep, to accommodate firefighters and assist in medevac transport. Estimated cost of $36,000 from COVID reimbursement account 02-201-5401. Have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
So last month, we talked about this a little bit, and I was not prepared to speak on it. We've done a little research now. So I brought you those little hand drawings that I did today to kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about. I do think cement, and then we have talked about that in the past, to help with kind of taking some of the load off the back apron where people park and trucks still come out that way. We'll still utilize that LZ even once we're in the new station here. We'll still use that as our in-town LZ. So what we do there will still help us even down the road. And as far as I'm concerned, I want to keep that property as long as we can. It's a great place for a fire station. So I think an improvement like that will, we'll just see it for the life of that station. Even if down the road we do something else with that station or renovate, the footprint will stay the same.
So my understanding is you may have talked to a couple of different people about this lab, and I know we don't have official bids yet, but
From talking to them, I meant, of course, they're gonna turn in something official, but I was just worried about these numbers. I know on the next item there, we pretty much blew it out of the water once we started pricing things. So I didn't want y'all to have the 3,600 in your head and then me come back and it'd be way over that. After we actually got a cement guy, which they're hard to get right now with the weather cooperating. They're all out wanting to be on jobs, but we finally got one to come in and kind of look at it, and he acted like he was gonna sure enough get us an official bid here pretty quick.
Okay.
But he was thinking, he said without working the numbers and crunching, you know, the steel and everything right there, he said you'd be looking around 22 to 26, he thought.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all have a problem with putting, if I go out to get bids to put on next council, as long as they're under, say, 30, we would be in that ballpark and would give it there, or if I need to bring it back to next budget, however y'all would like to do that.
I would prefer, and you guys may have a different opinion, I would prefer to go ahead and get the information so that we can have it for discussion at next council meeting.
And it shouldn't be hard. We've talked to that one and some of the other ones, so here in the next 2 or 3 days, we should be able to get 3 to 4 bids that would tell us if we're sure enough in those numbers, and if y'all are okay with that.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Any other question?
If I can make a comment about that?
Yes, Mayor.
So, on your motion, you have not said here to refer to council, but council is the one that has the authorization on that 201-50 5401.
Correct.
Okay, so we might mention in the motion to amend to go ahead and send that to council for approval once we have the numbers.
I will amend my motion.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, item number 8, discussion and possible action regarding removing from table item 9.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Number 9, discuss and possibly authorize fire chief to seek bids for kitchen upgrade in current fire building. Estimated cost is $7,500 from COVID reimbursement account 022015401. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
This was another item I was kind of not that well equipped to speak about last month. After we've done some legwork on this with everything we got working right now and with the new station coming up and stuff like that, I think right now if we just did away with that one until maybe down the road after we get moved out and get out of there, there's probably a chance when the guys aren't in there, I wouldn't mind to look at going in there and renovating or just freshen up, because like I said, it's a station I want to keep. So maybe when we don't have guys living in there and that we've got a place to offset some of that, just where there's people not there when we're trying to work and everything else. But I think that could be something we could look at as a capital outlay project down the road or something.
Okay.
Because we wouldn't even be close to that number that you all have there on the agenda to do it and do it right, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want to change it to no action?
No, we want to vote it down and bring it back later.
That's
If
what
you
you
just
wanna do?
want, I mean, that's something where down the road when we build deals, we can look at doing something capital or something like
Okay.
that.
All right.
Because that'll be down the road, so there's no reason to keep it
Yeah,
that I see. I mean, just,
yeah.
it's far enough down the road, I think, when we'd actually sure enough take a look at that again.
Well, I would agree. I think with the new emergency center getting ready to be built,
Mhm.
and it probably need to focus a little more on that.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions, discussion? All right. All those in favor?
Nay.
Nay?
Nay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 11, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding quote received. I apologize. Number 10, discussion, possible action regarding removing from table item 11.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Now, item number 11, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding quote received for a Rhino Boom arm mower from Chubb Implement Company in the amount of $9,860.50 at state bid price from Street Capital Outlay Account 141455411 to be expensed after July 1st, 2021.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Mayor?
We did bring this item to the street committee, and those street committee minutes are in your packet. Street committee recommended to go ahead and send that forward. So the reason why it's to be expensed after July the 1st, we can't choose to spend anything after July the 1st. We don't have that authority. But to order it now because of the long lead time
Okay.
makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. So that's the reason why that motion was worded in that way, so that there was full disclosure about all the plans
So if we order this now, what's the expected receivable date?
sometime in July.
Okay,
We'll probably be using the heck out of it too.
that would make sense.
Yes, they will. They will be using the heck out of it. So anyway, that's some clarification. That did pass street committee. We did discuss it thoroughly in street committee. And so there you have it.
Okay.
Thank
you. Any other questions or discussion?
The money's in the account, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Hearing nothing else, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Item number 12, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding accepting bid from Eklund Duck Cleaning LLC in the amount of $14,340 from General Repair and Maintenance Account 02201-5091 for duct cleaning at the Pryor Creek City Hall. Other bids received: Air Doctor, $31,986, Breathe Easy, Clean Deans, $36,843.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Mayor?
Madam Chairman, may I speak to this?
Yes.
We did kind of evaluation of our air handling and the quality of the air in this building, and we believe that we probably need to do an air duct cleaning job. I had Gary Buffington supervise the bids and also walk around with the companies as they evaluated the building. So Eklund Duct Cleaning LLC in the amount of $14,340 is quite a bit of difference in the other two bids. I asked Gary if he felt comfortable with that, and he said, absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I feel comfortable with that. And so he was impressed with the company. The company does have a good reputation, and I see no reason why we should not take that low bid.
Is there any services that the other ones are providing that Eklund is not for that?
No,
It's all the same?
no, it is, they are comparable.
Are they strictly cleaning, or are they cleaning and coating?
They're cleaning.
Okay. I saw something in here about the coating system. That's what I was kind of wondering about.
Now, I may not be able to answer that
Okay.
question
Let's see.
exactly. I understand it.
Are you talking about in our packet?
Mm-hmm.
Let's find that. I did have the question, are the bids comparable? And the answer to that question was yes, they are comparable.
The other two were pretty close. That was, you know.
Coating was an add-on if we wanted to,
Okay.
to do that. Coating
Okay, I see what you're talking
was an
about.
add-on from one of the bidders
Okay.
if we wanted to do that.
That would be in addition to their charges here.
Yes.
Okay.
So, suffice to say that these companies talk with one another. They talk with one another. They try to keep a price level up.
Mhm.
So they talk to one another. Gary is familiar with this company, Eklund, and they have a good reputation, and they are not ones that have a tendency to talk. Whatever that means, I'll not make any accusations about that.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Any other questions or discussion? All right, hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 13, unforeseeable business, knowing none. And item number 14, adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 We are adjourned.